Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Redwood Red Wolf National Park, where I have quite the mammoth surprise for you guys! Woolly mammoths! Behold friends, we have brought back woolly mammoths from extinction, and they have now come to join our modded Planet Zoo. They look so good. I honestly didn't know what I would think when we added the woolly mammoths into our zoo, but look at, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They look so good! This is like all of the hats off to the modders who created this amazing creature, or if we're going to dive into the roleplay of everything, all hats off to the wonderful research scientists who were able to actually find woolly mammoth bones here in our zoo as we got ready to expand the bison's territory with some more habitat for them. They were digging and they ended up uncovering a big spot where a whole bunch of woolly mammoths had actually passed away. Some of the bones were perfect for extracting DNA from, and the next thing you know, we have woolly mammoths here in the Redwood Red Wolf National Park, which is very exciting because even though they are no longer around and are extinct in our current era, they did roam across much of the world, including the North American continent, for centuries and centuries and centuries. So they are part of the history of the North American landscape, even if they're no longer here. And a lot of the landscape that we currently have can still have some reflections of how it was shaped and how its forests were shaped by these ancient herds of woolly mammoths that moved across the continent. So I'm very excited to welcome them to our zoo. Look at them! We have Wakefield and Olivia, and those actually sound like kind of cool names. Oh dear, something just happened to the bison back there. Don't worry, by the way, it turns out that probably because they used to share space with, okay, here we go. Because they used to share space with the American bison way back when everybody was roaming the same fields and herds together. The woolly mammoths actually get interspecies enrichment from hanging out with American bison, Dall sheep, and reindeer, which I thought was hilarious. And now many of the guests think the tickets are underpriced. Say no more, friends. I know having a woolly mammoth show up is definitely a shock. We're gonna go ahead and just raise those tickets up to $32 a piece, because I think these guys are going to be eating quite a lot. But look at how big they are! Like, I have seen bison in person now that Chips and I were able to go on that fantastic trip to Yellowstone. It was so much fun. It was fantastic. And these guys are huge. These guys, these bison, they are huge. I've seen them in person before, like at farms through Missouri and Oklahoma, but I had not ever really just spent so much time around big herds of bison. I got the impression that they're just basically boulders covered in muscle. You don't want to mess with them. But look how small the bison look compared to the woolly mammoths. That's amazing. I can't imagine what some of our ancient ancestors must have thought roaming across the countryside with these guys. That is just really amazing. And we're going to do our best to go ahead and take good care of these guys. They want to have a little bit more interspecies bonus. They want a food bonus. We probably need to do some good research on their nutrition. Socially, it looks like they want a slightly larger group. Looks like the group size, our researchers have discovered, goes from 3 to 30, with bachelor groups of males being 3 to 5, and female bachelor groups being 3 to 30. Probably very similar to the elephants that we currently have living in our world, which do like to stay in similar sized groups, usually with a bunch of related females living together. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So we can add a bunch more females, and the females are actually the ones who have the dominant mating system. Got it. Guests cannot enter these habitats, by the way. That does not surprise me. Also, who's sick? Oh, the deer again. Okay, the deer usually struggle. Let's call for a vet to come and take care of this guy. We might have to do something about the deer in just a little bit. But yes! So, I am so excited to have these guys in here as we continue to explore the amazing modded creatures that the fantastic modding community can create for Planet Zoo. And we continue building up our Red Wolf Redwood National Park, which has now gotten a lot of people who want to come and see the woolly mammoths. Look at this. And over here, guys, I actually worked on a very special build behind the scenes so I could set the theme and make this feel even more roleplay thematic for all of you. But as you can see, our researchers showed up after our construction workers were getting ready to expand the bison habitat some more, kind of off into this region. I wanted to add in a lot more bison, and I wanted to make an area where we can have a cool Jeep tour that could go through and kind of have like a North American grassland safari feel as you go ahead and you drive around in the little Jeep here safely so that you don't have to worry about messing with the bison and now messing with the woolly mammoths. And as we were doing our digging, we stumbled upon some bones. And once we discovered these bones, we realized that there was some very special paleological sort of discoveries to be found. We hired a bunch of researchers, and then they built this. Do you guys recognize it? I think we've used this building in our Australian zoo in the past, but this is actually the Extinct Species Research Center from the original Zoo Tycoon 2 adventures that you could do. In fact, I guess that was with the expansion pack, but basically it was with Zoo Tycoon 2. You had this really cool research building you'd build, and then your researchers would go in and they would gather all of the bones and all of the data from extinct species and bring them back. It was one of my favorite things to do. Those episodes of Zoo Tycoon 2 are still so freaking close to my heart. And this time, I took the time to do my very first ever attempt at actually decorating the inside of a building very carefully. And I kind of love it. Look at the things. Okay, yeah, everybody's legs are sinking into the floor. We're gonna ignore that part. But look at everything! I put like a random video that I happen to have of our prairie dogs from our Blue Ridge like challenge zoo up on the wall. We've got some coffee and some donuts that people can come by. They can, you know, kind of look at these pictures and these paintings and we can pretend they could buy some of those. There's little research and educational spots scattered everywhere. We've got some nice wooden sculptures. Other than the fact I misjudged the size, so everybody's feet are sort of sinking into the ground. I guess I could go ahead and try to like gently fix this. Alright, we'll go up just enough. Alright, I'm actually gonna go up again. Yeah, we're gonna just leave it be because I want the wood floor to be the thing that's right here. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm so happy with this. We'll fix it as time goes on, but I put in a whole bunch of little decorations with the potted plants and basically pulled apart some of the things I found in our blueprints to decorate in here. We have some nice benches that people seem to be enjoying, which is good. I want to come over here and have some educational content about the woolly mammoth that people can hopefully hear about. So we'll put in woolly mammoth content. Oh wow, look, now it's raining outside. Ooh, that's really pretty. To be able to see the rain hitting the windows. Gosh, that's lovely. And look, everybody can stay nice and dry in here. There's more places where they can come and learn a little bit more about the wildlife. They can come use the ATM, which is very popular. Oh, it's our first ATM in the zoo. No wonder it's very popular. And there's even a little spot where you can like grab some drinks and of course a bin as well. So this is actually really cool. Look at everybody. I guess we really desperately need to add in more ATMs. Let me go ahead and do that at like a couple other places real fast. Do we sell umbrellas? Because we could probably be making a killing off umbrellas about now. All right, we'll put an ATM, a couple ATMs over here, and that should hopefully help with the crush of people who desperately need money. And I think we might sell umbrellas? I don't know, we'll investigate that later. But I really love it. So I built this little bridge. We're gonna put some pillars under the bridge. We're going to maybe make a little creek that goes under it and make something very pretty and just thematic over here. I might stick maybe a small animal exhibit over here perhaps. Oh no, our chipmunks are dying. Hang in there, little guys. They only live so long. Maybe we'll put a few chipmunks over here to run around and delight people. But I love this. And now we have woolly mammoths. All right. I'm tickled. This is going to be a great expansion to our modded zoo, and I'm really— oh, the woolly mammoths are about to make more woolly mammoths! What? Yay! Alright, let's get a researcher, like, actually studying them. Let's see, vet research. Let's have fox researcher Jack. I don't know if she's finished. Has she finished all the fox research? Alright, we'll have her do fox research, and we'll have wolf researcher Teresa actually come over and start working on the woolly mammoths so we can learn a little bit more about them. Actually, have I finished the red wolf research? I think we have... Have we finished the fox research? Research level 1. Nova assigned. Food level 2 unlocked. Okay, we still have more research to go ahead and do. So yeah, maybe we need to hire more researchers. That might be a thing we do soon. Is she pregnant? Darn. Okay, so our first woolly mammoth is not pregnant. But let's go ahead and have the researchers bring in another one. Do we have another one we can get? This one has pretty good fertility. They're very expensive to go ahead and research, as you guys can see. $18,000. Thankfully, we have the money. So let's add another woolly mammoth in here since they are requesting more. And then, actually, was there a really... Ooh, oh, but her, oh man, her immunity is perfect, but her fertility sucks. We'll go ahead and let Zoe through her fingers. She's a customs seizure. Who was trying to sneak a woolly mammoth out of the country, I ask you? Somebody who was being extremely bold. All right, and then let's come and see how happy we can make these guys. Let's improve the quality of their food if I can. Oh, and our bison too. There we go. We'll start giving the bison level 3 food. And the woolly mammoths we're gonna have to do more research on before we can give them better quality food. Darn. Oh man, they're so cool. How's space? Space is still great, so we don't need to worry about expanding space just yet. Social group we're about to improve with the addition of another female. Interspecies bonus and food enrichment are kind of what they are thinking about now. That's fascinating to me. Because that means we'll add in more species, but I guess, like, species that are used to living in a herd and used to living around other herds would feel very reassured to have more of those herds around. Alright, so let's see. Species. I don't know if anything will show up for oh, it does show up for woolly mammoths, thank goodness. Maybe we'll put in a tree scatter feeder. And we'll hide it inside a tree. So let's... Oh, are they happy? There! Now they're happy! We have another female! And everybody's happy! That's fantastic! Here, let's put the tree scatter feeder over here. And if we add 2 of them... Aw, boom. That's what we needed for them to be happy with the food enrichment. There's a lot of mud baths for toys. Let's add in the gyroid toy! Oh yeah, maybe they'll come play with this. We'll need to give them more space, so hopefully they'll interact with it quite a bit more. And let's see if we can come in. Maybe a beech tree? I wonder what tree would be closest to a woolly mammoth's diet. Like, were they more grassland eaters, or would they have eaten big trees like this? Common ash. I think the common ash is probably the best thing to try to use. It won't 100% hide this feeder unless we like put down a couple of them. But it will allow, there we go. 3 common ashes covers up the feeder just fine. But it allows the guests to go ahead and actually be able to admire the woolly mammoths more. So, group 40, can I rename this? So this is woolly mammoth tree feeder. There we go. Yay! I love making those hidden feeders that the animals can still use, but then that allows, and we could possibly put another one maybe over here. Yeah, we'll put another one over here for the guests to be able to like watch everybody. And I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. Yay! Look at that! We have woolly mammoths roaming around, you guys! That is so cool! I really feel like we need to start expanding this area and thinking about putting in a Jeep tour over here. So let's actually take a little quick peek at what the Jeep tours for transport rides look like size-wise. Do I have a cool Jeep tour? Let's see. We just have... Oh, it's a Jeep filled with plants! Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, that's so perfect. I love that. It's just a delivery Jeep filled with plants. I am gonna park that like right here. That's hilarious. I, of course, would adore that. Alright, so let's see. Do I have... I could have sworn that I did have, like a tour. No, that's just a boat tour with a Victorian tour. Alright, we'll have to build our own Jeep tour, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, geez. Lots of people are coming over to the picnic area. And I suppose we need to go ahead and start paying attention to like some of the other needs that our guest may have. But for now, I wonder, let's actually take this wooden barrier. We're really playing a little fast and loose, not having a stronger barrier. So this is, the thick glass is resistance 4. Let's upgrade to that because we kind of have woolly mammoths now and we're playing enough Jurassic World Builder that I will respect the fact that like you kind of need to keep everybody safe. There we go. And the glass looks much nicer. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if we could make some sort of cool shelter to put people under. Arctic shelter. Arctic viewing shelter. I mean, the viewing shelter is kind of cool. Oh, wow, that actually works. I'll just remove... Wow, that does actually work. It actually has, like, windows on either side, too. Huh. It kind of hides... Yeah, unfortunately, it would work perfectly if I hadn't made the bridge. But maybe I can still make this work if I just put some logs under this? And like expand it? Because this actually looks like a really nice shelter. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I've been trying to like upgrade the details. Oh man! There's all this stuff over here. Well, we can remove these and replace this with like information about the woolly mammoth. In fact, let's go ahead and keep those other two. I don't know, how high up will our guests look? Will they crane their necks upwards? Because if that's the case, will I put Canadian goose, white-tailed deer? We'll just leave that for now as white-tailed deer. But I wonder if they'll crane their necks and like look up. And then let's take down these Christmas decorations. There we go. And we just might be able to make a really cool shelter for people because it rains a lot here. I've been noticing that. And what if I grabbed, say... Alright, come on. Come on. Just give me a nice log! Like this! And then just had it connect up. Oh, that actually doesn't look so bad even with it sticking up a little bit. Nice. Oh my gosh, did somebody... Wow, somebody actually individually put all these tiny little lights up along here. Oh, that just made this like shelter so much cooler. Those are the kinds of details I don't usually spend our episodes doing. But one day I have been thinking about just coming in and like doing detail work on our zoos that we really like on live streams. And it would be really, really, really chill versus our usual chaos. So I'm not sure how much people might like that. But that's been something I've been thinking about because it would be really nice to be able to make our zoo just a really beautiful place. Because as the special like anniversary event showed, I'm really proud of what we've done. We've created something amazing in our various zoos. And it would be really cool to be able to spruce them up a little bit. The ones that we know we're gonna like keep. We've already kept it for what, like 2 years? So I can't believe it's already been 2 years. Wow. Alright. We'll do this one. Oh, look! Whoa! When you have two of them kind of go sideways like that, it makes a really cool crisscross shape. Wow! Okay, that's not bad at all. I think, and then that makes it easier to go ahead and try to like land on the spot I'm going for. Alright, hang in there, friends. I know. It's kind of boring to just come in and like help Seri put in some wooden post. But we have to do these jobs in order to take care of the wonderful Redwood Red Wolf National Park. After all, these kinds of little tweaks are what make this place so special. Alright, that's good enough. Well, alright, I'll move it over a little more. Yeah, that's really cool. I like the like larger sort of star shape that we made out of it. Alright, that'll have to do. There we go. And we'll just come in and install a few of these. This shelter looks really neat, and it's going to keep people warmed up in the cold season, which will really help us out a lot. And once we're done sprucing it up somewhat... I can't believe people's voices actually echo in here. That's so cool, because it's kind of like a big cave. a big shelter. There we go. Very nice. Alright. See, what a wonderful, like, gigantic upgrade we've got thanks to the woolly mammoths. Oh, that looks pretty good if I just lined it up right. And then, like so. I can live with that. That is fun. Alright, let's get a few more down. We're almost done, friends. We'll reward ourselves with plants, of course, for completing such a wonderful job on our work. We'll put a little creek under the people so that we can have an adorable little rushing brook under their feet. We'll put down some donation bins. What am I doing? Oh, we did it! That looks so good! I'm so proud! I love it, guys! Nice! Maybe we'll use this as a model for other things in the future, too. And just last thing I want to kind of check on, because I'm trying really hard to get better about these things. If I was, like, gonna hang a light or something... Oh, you could just put some lights on the top. That would be so cool. There's also the Arctic lamppost, but I don't want to start a fire. There are wall lights. There's modern lights, too. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to put some modern lights down. I wish there's just a light. Oh, the butterfly wall lights. We should make a butterfly room sometime. That would be so cool. Oh, these modern world lights actually look kind of cool. Just like this. Don't they? Fine. Alright. I wish it wouldn't turn. Just hold completely. Exactly where you're at, friend. Stop turning. Alright, we'll put a few of these in. Let it never be said Seri's not trying to make things look nicer, because she sure is. There we go. A bunch of lights over here. That should do it, because then there's a bunch of cool little lights that somebody has just, like, interlaced. See? Right there. Very fun. Alright, and you can actually do light mode on for everything in the group, which will keep those on. Excellent! Alright, well, I might as well go ahead and make this into one big giant feature all together real fast before we put a whole bunch of plants under it and then make it extremely difficult, if not particularly impossible, to try to grab everything. Alright, do those... Okay, I think those lights count as well. So can we merge it all? Well, I can save it as a blueprint. Might as well. There we go. And it's our lovely... Our lovely shelter. There we go. Just a little shelter thrown together as though we were busy beavers. Ta-da! Okay, blueprint tag. You have to just do all this a little bit. It's just kind of like other and no species. There we go. Yay! All right, guys. Ah, there. See, now we can watch our woolly mammoth play with toys. This is so cool. I love it so much. And like I said, we'll go ahead and we will celebrate with a few plants, because that is the way that I like to go ahead and say we've had a very good day. We'll raise some of the terrain around just a bit. Maybe pull some terrain up over here. Don't worry, we'll paint that in just a second. I just want to make it so that people know, like, this is a very pretty area. Thank you very much. We'll put down some short grass. Nice, nice. We'll cover this whole thing in plants in just a second, and some nice rocks. I'm gonna move as quickly as possible. Let's see, rocks. We'll go with some nice temperate rocks, maybe. Just a few. Well, actually, we've been doing a lot of these larger savanna rocks, because that's more what I saw in Yellowstone, was like this sort of shade of color on the rocks due to the volcanic content. So, we'll do that. Very nice, very nice. A couple of random... Ooh, that actually looked so good! A couple of random rocks tossed in. Darn, I wanted that really cool, like... There we go. That looked really cool. Nice. And then we'll come in and we will cover it with plants! Yes, my favorite part! Alright, we've got little bushes. Maybe I'll put in some nice azalea bushes, because those smell... Whoops! Because those smell so lovely. We'll put in a really big one over here. Excellent. And then we've got all the bearberry bushes. I'm a big fan of the bearberry bushes. The beech tree is huge. Calm down, beech tree. You don't need to be that... Like, this one's more reasonable. There we go. We could have a cute little beech tree on one side. I like it. There's bracken. Of course, we'll have some bracken over here. Why not? Little bramble bushes sticking up through everything. More bracken, more beech trees. This is lovely. I like how quickly it can, like, we've started to make things come together too. Common ash tree. If I get you, my friend, if you would just so calmly turn a little bit. There we go. Thank you. And get that in the ground. Boom! Look at that! Oh, that fills in the space so well. That really does. Oh, I love it! Okay, common ash tree, you're a winner. We'll go ahead and get a couple more of you over here because that actually helps fill that space perfectly. I love it! Yay! And then I can come in and use some of my like favorite... Oh, there's a rose bush? The little Labrador teas. I already have the azaleas. Let's take the azaleas. Alright, we'll put the azaleas in, remove the bearberry bushes because they kind of don't match very well. And then we'll go wild. Ooh, the Virginia Creeper. Hey! Now the Virginia Creeper is actually kind of new. I think we'll have the Virginia Creeper instead of the azalea bush, actually. Because that makes me think more about... Yeah, that makes me think more about, like, prehistoric creatures and digging in the dirt for this new discovery. Alright. Yeah, we'll have some nice Virginia Creeper kind of sneaking around. You really don't need too much because it's such a bright color. So let's come back up. Grab my trusty arrowwood bushes. Cover some of this area. There we go. I love it, you guys. Yeah, that's really pretty. Yay, alright! I went on longer than I meant to, but come on, we made a really cool, like, little plant slide over here. You can never have too many plants, but this is looking so good! I'm really proud of what we're doing, guys, and we have woolly mammoths now! We will work on our woolly mammoth Jeep tour some more next time, but thank you guys so much for joining me on this fantastic adventure. If you guys could, do please leave a like for our brand new woolly mammoths, and if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!